Okay, so I'm reading NeroKnowledge's Outsmarting Reality book. This part, it clicked something in me. So basically, he's saying that this is like how it's supposed to be. First, it's consciousness slash frequency, then it's intuition, then it's nudges, then it's action, then we create reality. And the way that I digested it is first we have to think it and feel it, which is admitting the frequency of it is done. We already have it, signaling to the universe whatever we desire is already ours. You can only give yourself what you already have in the spiritual plane. Intuition is basically God's voice. It's, a vision, a voice, something that guides you. It's our inner compass. The nudges is something you feel called to act on it. Like something is calling me to reach out to this person, to go here, to take this direction, whatever. Action, that is what I feel carries the most weight of your manifestation. If you don't act on it, all this was for nothing. If you act on it, you are trusting, you are creating from the spiritual plane, which then you actually just got guided to your manifestation. Now, I'm taking a lot of notes on this book, and this just really clicked for me. So basically, the way that he tries to mention the ego, what I was saying about the carnal, is that we try to change effect with effect, which means that, okay, we're hungry, so what do? We go get something to eat. We cook something. We're wanting more money. What do? We start hustling. We start finding jobs. We start doing this. Instead of feeling, I already have money. I already have X amount of money. And then that's where you open yourself. Okay, you open yourself because you are co-creating with God. But the ego is you're acting from lack and urgency. My bad, you couldn't see that. Okay? So get this. When you are in a high vibration, it is your soul. So you're acting for fulfillment, which means that's actually inspired action. That is the whole thing of intuition, nudges, action, reality. You believe it before you see it. You see the unseen. You already are embodied in it. The law of assumption. You are co-creating with God. You are just a vessel. And you first become it, embody it, then you do the action, intuition, nudges, action, then you have it. Reality, manifestation. But the ego serves the purpose of being the physical vessel where we use our five senses. Which is why when people say meditate or whatever, like when you are doing the think it, feel it, as if it's already done, you have to use your five senses because that's your physical vessel. That's your ego. It has to feel it, taste it, hear it, see it. And the ego is always obsessed with the how because the ego is the physical vessel. So it's trying to figure out how are we going to get from point A to point B, but from the physical plane, which is the effect. You cannot change effect with effect. This is cause, this is effect. Thought creates action. Thought is cause, action is effect. I'm hungry. That's the thought. That's the cause. The cause makes me go get something to eat. That's the action. I go get something to eat. The effect, I'm fulfilled, right? I'm not hungry anymore. But the ego believes that it's separate from divinity. It is separate from the spiritual plane. So it doesn't believe in this outer power that's going to lead us to where we want to be. It thinks in the way of first we have to do it, then we have it because we take action, and then we can be it. Basically saying we first have to take the action, and then we're going to get our desire, and then we can feel the fulfillment of the desire. That is the wrong way to do it. You have to do it backwards. You first have to feel it. Feel your desire already be. And then wait for the downloads. Wait for the intuition, your inner compass to talk to you, to give you nudges, which then you will act on those nudges, which then once you take that inspired action, it will take you to reality. Because first, you are in the frequency for being. And then you get the inspired action to do. The cause creates the effect, and the effect creates the reality. This, I hope it makes sense, because like I said, I'm literally digesting this whole book. Like, I'm already on 15 pages of digesting the book, and it just makes sense. Like right here, he does the example of no action from property will ever bring wealth, which means that if you feel poor but you're doing wealth activities, like you feel poor but you go to like expensive restaurants, you have an expensive gym membership, because you're acting as a wealthy person, it's not gonna do shit. It's just gonna make you feel even more poor, because you feel poor. Even if you say, no, I don't feel poor, like I think like a rich person, I do rich person activities, the way that you feel is because it's a frequency. It's the language of the universe. You're telling the universe I'm poor. So for example, if you already do like rich activities, it's an example, I'm using like that as an example, and it's like, okay, I'm dressing as a rich person, I'm being around rich people, but why doesn't it click? Because your frequency is in poverty mode, and you're acting wealthy without first embodying it. So basically, like all those acts you're doing, you think that it's gonna cause you to shift into a wealthy person, but here's the catch: it's not working for you, because it's not even what you're supposed to be doing. First feel wealthy, and maybe the universe is going to tell you to do other things, because you think, okay, I'm gonna start being wealthy, so I'm gonna start doing X, Y, and Z to feel. So you're doing the ego thing. You're doing so you can have it, so then you could be it. No, first be it. Be it. Freaking, like, destroy the old belief system. Your reality is probably going to contradict you. It's going to show you reasons to remain in a poor conscious, but you have to ignore it, because now you're being. And after that, you're going to start getting nudges, you're going to start getting feelings, you're going to start getting signs, you're going to start feeling like doing something different. When you do those things, that is the wealth conscious taking you to take certain actions to actually materialize the wealth. Don't think from a point of view that it's like, okay, I'm wealthy today, so I'm going to act like one. That's sort of the ego. Think about it. I think it's the ego. It's not really inspired action, because you're like thinking logically, like, okay, what do rich people do? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to expensive restaurants and shit. Maybe that's gonna make you feel even more poor. You're just circulating that poor frequency, because first you have to be, then do, and then you have it. This, not this.